Terry, disappointing tonight. Other than the first 15 minutes, we probably fell a little bit below the standards we've set so far under your tenure.
Yeah, and I think when we do drop below that level of performance and a level of creativity and everything else, then yeah, we do struggle, and we certainly struggled today to retain the ball. We defended tremendously well, you know, and Ben's not had a lot to do, and they've had one or two skirmishes in the first half. But the second half, I thought we were, you know, not so much comfortable at the back, but we had to defend well, which we did. But there wasn't any clear-cut opportunities from them. And then Willow Flood pops up 2 minutes to go, whatever time it was, and smashes in an unbelievable. Was it 25 yards, 30 yards, whatever? I don't know. But he wasn't closed down quickly enough. We know that, and we've not played anywhere near the levels that we can play at. We know that as well. So it's a harsh one for us to take, because not so much the defeat, because it comes late on in the game, but the way that we've played has been very disappointing. So the players know that, and told them in no uncertain terms that can't happen again. We've got Samirin at home now, and we're building up to that. But in between, we've got a good 8-day break now, where not so much a break, but a chance to regroup and re-energise and really look forward to our next match at Easter Road. So I think we've lost against the top two teams, 1-0 away from home, and people say, well, that's pretty creditable, but I think we played better at Celtic Park than we did tonight. And certainly when you look at trying to gauge things as well with top teams, you know, we're not that far away, but we haven't done enough in terms of, you know, keeping the ball, putting them under pressure, and only one corner in the whole match really tells its own story.
Is something like that maybe just a little kind of kick in the pants that the lads needed? Because obviously things have gone well since you've arrived. There will be blips, but maybe something like that won't do any harm in the long run. No,
it won't do any harm at all, and I think we've got to learn from it, which we will. As long as you learn from a defeat, as long as you learn more from a defeat than you do a victory. As long as you learn, and the players apply themselves. I mean, the players are doing things that I don't want them to do. They're doing things that I've never seen them do before. Simply not. It's not because they don't agree with what I say. It's just that they're so keen and eager to do things that in the end, you know, a bit of discipline and a bit of, you know, whatever, you know, just goes out. Just goes out. You know, just whatever crosses their mind, they think, oh, I'll do this, and it may work. But yeah, we'll certainly implement our method and what we want to do. You know, our restarts have got to be better. Throw-ins have got to be better. Set plays, free kicks have got to be better. But you know, it's a harsh lesson for us to learn, but we will learn from it.
A few encouraging points. Sam Stanton came on. I thought he did very well when he came on, and also the return of Alex Harris.
Yeah, I don't think Alex touched the ball. I'm not too sure if he did or not. Touched it once. Yeah, it was good to see Alex back, but he's still a long way off from starting the game because of just getting used to the pace of the game. But it's a good introduction for him, and you know, we brought on Sam Stanton, who's 19. We brought on Jason Cummings, who's 18, and we brought on Alex Harris, who's 19. So you're bringing on two 19-year-olds and an 18-year-old. It doesn't indicate, you know, we haven't got a big squad. We have, but you know, you're bringing on young kids to do a man's job. But you know, they'll learn a lot from that, and they'll certainly be better for it. But we'll be better for this defeat. I can tell you now, we'll gain more from this defeat than if we had a victory, because you know, we learn more about ourselves, more about the team, and more about what we have to do.
And once again, Aberdeen sitting second in the Premiership table. We've come up here. We've not disgraced ourselves. Okay, we're going back down, losing the game 1-0, but a good few weeks ago you'd have thought a visit to Pittodrie, you'd have viewed that with trepidation. Again, to lose 1-0 and there's disappointment there shows how far they have come.
Yeah, I don't like losing to Pittodrie or anywhere else, so you know, there's ways to lose and ways to win, but you know, I'd rather have lost the game today and had a right go at it, that's for sure, and I'm sure our fans would as well. And it's frustrating for the fans, seeing how well we played at Tannadice, seeing how well we played recently over the festive period, to see a performance which, you know, fell well short of our normal standards. Sometimes that happens in football, sometimes it happens for a reason, and the reason I think now is that, you know, it gives a chance for the players to say, you know, well, I've got to be better than that all the time, every game. I've got to be at a standard. I can't afford to fall below that standard now. And that the work rate was excellent. I mean, you can't fault the work rate. The attitude and application was fantastic. But we're talking about quality now. Quality on the ball, quality off the ball, quality of pass, quality of runs, and all this sort of thing as well. We've got to work harder in that at that aspect. So yeah, it's a harsh reminder that, you know, we've come a long way, but there's still a long way to go.
And just in closing, Terry, obviously we're still within the January transfer window, so you're not going to name any names, but you've not spoken to any other managers recently that lost their jobs? I've
spoken to one or two, but I don't want to say who they are. They're still in jobs at the moment. Yeah, so. Yeah, we've. I mean, Fraser Mullins left us and now gone to Raith Rovers on a permanent deal. That gives him a chance to play first team football as well, which we wish him well. Ross Caldwell's gone on loan to Alloa, which is good because Paul Hartley's a good friend of mine as well as a very good manager. And it gives Ross a chance to play games. And People will say, "Oh, well, he's gone out now, and that's the end of Ross Court." Certainly not. I want to see him play in the first team, because playing, in our first team, it's going to be limited sort of options. But also the under-20s matches, I want him to play in a higher standard than that as well. So we'll keep a close tab on what Ross is doing, and we'll see about that. David Gold has gone to Cowdenbeath for Jimmy Nicholl, which is good as well, and that's the same applies to him as well, playing in the first team. It's all about playing in first teams and playing regular football. And we've got Paul Grant back from Berwick Rangers as well. He's come back to us because we need cover for the keepers. So I think that's about it with our activity so far. But hopefully there's I can say there's one or two coming in. That would be nice. But at this moment in time, we've talked and we're waiting and we're watching and we're seeing what's going to happen.
We'll look forward to the game next week against St Mirren. Thanks again for your time.
Thank you very much. Thank you.